Good morning, how are we doing? It is time for Dublin. We are currently we're just currently outside the airport, just about to check in for the flight. Nice little early taxi, and I am buzzing. Let's fucking do Hyrox. And the best part is I'm going to take you along the whole time. For the first time ever, I made it through security without getting checked. It's a beautiful moment. So we are currently just in Witherspoons just now. We have had part one food of the day. So we had about 110 grams of oats, then like yogurt, some fruit, some dark chocolate, and then that in there is homemade squares bar. So that's again, you know, a squares bar is Rice Krispies, marshmallows, honeycomb, got all that good stuff. So no, I'm feeling very, very good. I'm gonna go for a little walk before we get in the flight because I'm feeling a little bit full right now. It's like quite a bit of carbs to have first thing in the morning. I'm not used to having this much, especially not if I'm not about to go and train as well. So no, but I am so excited. The first time before a race, any race, Hyrox, 10k, half marathon, whatever that, I've not really felt nerves. Like I'm so ready to go. It's literally like a kid on Christmas Eve. But no, so flight leaves at 7:25. It's currently 6:23, so we've obviously got an hour. I think the gate closes in about half an hour. My mum, being mum, is already, you know, being stressful about finding the gate, so that's going to be fun. But no, so we're going to head soon, and then look, I'm just fucking, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to go. It's been a lot of training, a lot of hours, a lot of effort, a lot of, maybe not blood, but a lot of sweat and probably tears from the pain, but I'm ready to go. No, the weather is no better here. Hello, how are we doing? I'm actually coming to you from the bathroom of a restaurant that we've came to for our lunch. We've had a very busy couple of hours. We've just done like an hour and 40-minute bus tour of Dublin, which was good, but I'm going to be completely real. I've been up since like 3 a.m. and I didn't really get to sleep until like 12, so I am so tired. So by the end of the bus tour, I was like, I am so hungry. So we came to this like Italian restaurant. I'm going to get some carbs in me. But yeah, no, it's, I'm knackered, and it's weird. It's one of those things that it's only, what time is it? 2:09. It feels like it should be fucking 6:09. So the plan of action is to get some nice food in us just now, go back to the apartment, which is like 2 minutes away, chill for the afternoon. I'm going to get some work done, I'm going to chill, then we're going to have dinner in tonight and have a really nice early night, and then tomorrow we race. But let's go get some lunch. So we are back in the hotel room now. It's not even a hotel, what am I talking about? It's a flat. Mum and my granddad are out just now. They went for a drink. I was absolutely, like I said in the restaurant, I was wiped out. So I've just came back home and I've just been chilling, playing a bit of Football Manager. We're gonna have pita bread pizzas and potatoes for dinner, which is gonna be lovely. And honestly, it's like 6:30. It feels like it should be about fucking midnight. Oh my god. I spoke to my coaches today and I had a real sort of like moment of, well, a couple of moments of realisation of that. Like anybody across my life, you know, within my business, I'm gonna want to, you know, grow my business. I'm gonna want to make more money. As an athlete, I'm going to want to become fitter and quicker and stronger, always, all right? I'm always in that constant, you know, obsession of improvement, as I think everybody should be. But I know how easy it is, because I'm terrible for it, forgetting where you actually are in your life right now, and being grateful for that, because I'm here in Dublin and I'm in a position where I don't have to ask a boss for time off. In 20 days, I fly to Southeast Asia to run and live there for 2 months. I didn't have to ask somebody for permission for that. I paid for that myself. Like, I got myself there. And tomorrow, in regards to the Hyrox itself, like, I'm going out there, and like I keep saying, I don't feel like the outsider anymore. Look, am I going to be the quickest person there tomorrow? No, I'm not. But I'm going to be the slowest person there tomorrow. Definitely not. And for me, like, the win for me is the fact that I know that tomorrow I'm going out there in the best shape I've ever been in, the fittest, the quickest, the strongest, and I know that it's going to be tough, but I know that I'm going to put down an incredible performance. And I just think that it's very important that when we're in this era where, you know, you got social media, and you're often, comparison. I think that comparison is a great thing when you're doing it with yourself. If you're comparing yourself negatively to people online, it's just a bit pointless, because you don't know what they've got going on. Like, you can compare yourself to a certain athlete that you follow online and you're like, oh my god, I'll never be there. And it's like, okay, well, that's their life, all right? Or if it's like a fitness influencer, it's like, okay, well, that's their life. Like, they might not have the things on in their life that you do. Like, you might be watching this, you might have kids, you might have, a really, really demanding job that means you don't have 15 hours a week to just train, like all these different things. But with yourself, you should always be comparing yourself to yourself, because you should be always improving in some way, shape, or form. Improvement isn't just a new PB in a run or a new low weight if you're in a fat loss phase. Winning is just simply week to week, day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. You're just making improvements. It is race morning. It is 5:53. I'm not glad I've been awake for like an hour. It got really, really warm in my bed. And then second to that, like, I'm right beside like the main street, and the windows were shut, but they're just obviously not very thick, because it was still very noisy. And at like 4 a.m, these two people outside, like a man and woman, started having a raging argument. I'm talking like they were going mental at each other. So I've been awake since then. So I've just been chilling for a bit, watching a bit of movies on my phone. Do a bit of stretching just now, push-ups, get myself a bit more warmed up. Then we're going to head in the shower. I'm going to get breakfast at about 6:20. I'll take you through that, but just my absolute go-to meal before any sort of race or event. And then I've got a call at 6:30, random, but here we are. A call at 6:30, and then we're going to set off at about busted at like 7:45. So I am absolutely ready to go. I've been manifesting this all night, so let's fucking do it. Right, okay, so we got breakfast. We have got 3 bits of sourdough, we got about a banana chopped up, and then the place that we're staying in has this fancy pure honey. It's very, very good. So this is about 30, 45, 60, about 70 grams of carbs, and then a bit of sugar from this. So I'm going to have this now, and then in about an hour and a half, I'll have another half banana or banana before the race. But yeah, let's go. Okay, so we are now outside the venue. We're just walking around now. We've got about an hour until we set off. The stewards here are fucking idiots. They don't know what they're doing. They're all very, very rude, and it's not very signposted very well, but we move on. And I'm ready to go. Send it! Good afternoon, guys. How are we doing? So that is, we're quite a few hours away from the race now. We finished a good while ago. It's currently 3:30. I'm just sitting in the flat just now. Mum and my granddad are out for a drink after the race. We went and got a really, really nice brunch, and then we walked about for a bit. I got myself some trousers for going out later with them for dinner, and then I just came back to the flat because I am kaput for just now. But yeah, so look, that's the race done. We ended up with a 1:11, which, do you know what, I've said it a few times, I've already said it online on Instagram, I've said it to my coaches, but a couple of things I'm most proud of is, number one, actually, I'm proud of my own ability to have perspective. Obviously, I went in there thinking I would like to get somewhere between 103 to 106, realistically, and I obviously didn't get that. I didn't get the time that I initially wanted. However, it's still a 3-minute PB on March. It's still a 14-minute PB on my first Hyrox, which was still only a year ago. 14 minutes in your first year at a completely new sport is incredible, and I'm actually just feeling really I feel quite satisfied with it. Delighted with my runs. My runs were really good. Even like literally at the end of the race, once I'd like got my badge and my fucking photo and that, and I went and seen Mum, literally the first thing that she said to me was, "You were absolutely rapid at the runs," and the guys in my wave, I was regularly overtaking them. It was just on the stations. Going through them, obviously, you would have obviously seen footage, and I'll probably put more on screen, but ski was solid, pretty much got exactly the time that I expected. Both sleds, again, I felt I felt as confident, and I got the times that I expected to get on probably the ski, sled pull, sled push, probably the rower, farmer's carry. It was just more the main two that probably hindered me were the burpees. They just, oh god, they're just fucking the bane of my life. They are the bane of my life. I think it's very psychological as well, because I've trained them a lot since March, and I know that I should have got a better time in them today, and I think that I just get into my head about them. And then on the lunges, because I knew I was a little bit behind on time, and it was the second last station, the run after the lunge, so the run from the lunge to the wall balls, was 1 lap less. So my thinking was like, right, I'm going to conserve a bit of energy in the lunges, and I'm going to absolutely send the run to the wall balls. So the lunges were a bit slower. Wall balls were actually, funnily enough, when you look at your Hyrox results and you break it down on the website, it shows you not only your time for each workout station, but it also tells you where you ranked in regards to your sex. So in the males, I think the wall balls was like the best one that I had. I think I was like 80th out of like 500-600 guys, which I really can't complain. But yeah, so look, I think the main thing that I took away from it myself was, I've obviously got Hyrox in Glasgow in March, pro doubles, which I'm very excited for, and I'm obviously going to train hard for. I'm going to give it my absolute all. But I think for me, to a certain extent, I feel like I've gotten out of Hyrox what I want for right now. Like I said, that's not for me to say that I'm not going to do it again outside of March. I probably will, but I feel that since I've done my first one this time last year, I might have dabbled in other races and that, but it's always been sort of like geared towards Hyrox. And I feel like for right now, I've got the marathon in Edinburgh, mate, and I feel that's what I want more right now. I really want to focus on like that, focus on the running side of things. Like after this now, I've got obviously a recovery week coming up, and then out in general now over the next few months, it's going to be a big focus on strength and on speed. Onwards and upwards, I'm going to go and chill for this evening. I'll catch up with you later on. Hello team, how are we doing? I'm literally just finishing editing this video just now, as you will see. And yeah, I think just editing it back and just looking back at it again, obviously I'm not going to go back into it because I mentioned a lot in the video, but what an incredible experience, what an incredible week, and thank you to everybody who's made this possible. Like, I'm not a fucking influencer, I'm not somebody who's got a massive following, however, I've got a team of incredible clients who have put their faith and trust in me and allow me to live this life. It's obviously a few days later now, we're now Sunday afternoon / early evening, and no, I'm just feeling very thankful, reflective, grateful for everything. And like I said in the video, onwards and upwards, as in 16 days we fly to Asia, and my god, are you going to be getting a lot of videos in Asia. I'll see you in Bali.